What if I were to tell you that there's affordable access to the legal system for both families and businesses? We're here to find out more about that today with Rick Messier from Legal Expense Canada. Welcome, Rick, to We Mean Business.
Thank you.
So, Rick, how would you describe Legal Expense Canada?
So at Legal Expense Canada, we're insuring legal fees for families and small business owners. Traditionally, this type of insurance has been sold to groups, employer groups, and professional associations. It's a fairly new product in Canada, and now we're releasing it to families and small businesses to buy on a standalone basis. We have 1,900 lawyers under our panel firms, and these are big name panel firms in all the major cities across Canada. It's a very tough process to get on our vendor list through the insurance company that is backing the product. There's no ambulance chasing firms, and it's a very strict vetting process to get into our legal panel firm. Our clients all pay into a very small pool, almost like a shared economy. It's a very small amount per year, and we will pay up to a large amount of your legal fees.
So legal expense insurance actually began in Europe back in 1928. So how did it come here?
Legal expense insurance did come from the UK. Legal Expense Canada was formed about a year ago. I was going through a home renovation myself, where I had bought a new house, renovated it, and the contractor that we had hired, after going through a good vetting process ourselves, interviewing 4 different contractors, finally picking one, we ran into some major issues with this contractor. And I thought to myself, you know what? I've got this great insurance product, and we need to make it available to all Canadians, because we really got taken advantage of by this contractor. They left us high and dry, no place to live, no place to go, recently married, about to have a child. And I thought to myself, this can't happen to any other Canadian. So I formed the company.
So joining us now is Catherine Ferrante from DAS Canada. So how are you associated with Legal Expense Canada?
DAS Canada is the insurance company that provides all of the underwriting and claims management for the insurance products that are provided by Legal Expense Canada. So when a client has a claim, we're the ones that actually provide the law firms and do the settlement on the claims for his clients.
So Catherine, can you give us a couple of claim examples?
Sure, I can provide you with several examples on where the policy through Legal Expense Canada would help their insureds. With regard to a contract that may have gone bad, whether they're having some work or renovations done on their home, a holiday that's gone bad, they may have a traffic ticket through the Highway Traffic Act, and rather than the client taking a day off work to go to court, we'll provide a lawyer to do that on their behalf. At tax time, if they experience an audit or they have to appeal a decision by the CRA, again, we will provide professionals to help them do that, and the policy will cover all the legal fees. So for example, we did have a client where they booked a holiday down south. They were promised a 5-star venue. It was going to be an absolute dream holiday for the policyholder and their family. They got down there and the hotel was less than a 1-star, and it was a total disappointment. So DAS was able to provide a lawyer to go ahead and help them, and the insured ended up getting their holiday refunded plus additional credits from the travel agency and the airline. And we paid all of the legal fees to help them get back to where they were before the holiday so they could enjoy another. A client may experience a traffic violation under the Highway Traffic Act. Perhaps they were speeding or not wearing their seat belt. Now we would provide a lawyer to go to court on their behalf. The client doesn't even have to take the day off work.
So here in Canada, the average lawyer costs about $400 an hour just for legal advice. That's not the case with Legal Expense Canada.
One of the primary pieces on the policy that's available is unlimited telephone legal advice. At any time, an insured can contact an 800 number, leave their name, policy number, and what's their question. And they can book a time to have a lawyer in the specialty of their question, then call them back. Once they have that lawyer on the line, there's no limit to the length of the telephone call, there's no limit to the questions that they can ask, and the client can do this numerous times through the year. There's no limit to how many times they can access this. It allows the client to be proactive rather than reactive in situations. I mean, how many times have you wished you could contact a lawyer for free legal advice and never receive an invoice?
We started a small business a few years ago. and legal fees are a very, very expensive part of starting that business. We bought a legal expense insurance policy as a way to get around some of those fees. We have access to amazing lawyers who can answer questions 24/7 about contracts, employees, anything we need to know in running our business.
Jeffrey is a part of the Legal Expense team. What would you say are some of the rewards for being a part of Legal Expense Canada?
Well, the greatest reward we have is that we're actually serving an altruistic nature. We're doing something for a greater good. So for a small amount of money, people can save themselves from getting into a lot of hot water and potential ruin.
Who is it that you help with Legal Expense Canada?
I'm working with large groups and associations. Those represent small businesses, families, large groups of employees, professional organizations, and these are people that could be ruined by a legal bill of $50,000 to $100,000.
So Rick, you really are looking out for the little guy.
Absolutely. We give our clients access to justice against the Goliaths that are trying to take advantage of them.
Wow, that's incredible. I just want to thank you again for being here on the show today. And if you want to know more about Legal Expense Canada, you can definitely give them a call or you can check out their website.